I stayed there in US for about 30 years and then came back to Hyderabad. So we started the solar projects here, and we did the solar manufacturing in Chemshawat Fab City, and then later on went into EPC of solar, building the power plants. So the first power plants which are built are in Gujarat and then Rajasthan. So we did number of projects in Gujarat and Rajasthan. While building these plants, we could see the difference between how a company in US would operate and a company in India will operate. Typically, the problems we face is because of the infrastructure or lack of infrastructure in some of the areas. What we have seen is the lack of tools, lack of skilled labor and training. So what NeoSilicon is doing is trying to supplement some of this one and localize to meet the local requirement. For example, when we built the plant in Rajasthan, there was no internet available. So we could not get any data. We suffered through the process where we have to deploy the engineers at site. Whereas NeoSilicon looked at the actual problem, came with a solution to have a data dangle where you don't need to have a permanent IP internet, so they can go to any power plant and able to deploy a data card and able to get all the data required. So building a hardware which meets the local requirement and the software which integrates and filters out of the important data which need to be transmitted as needed basis is one of the key elements of implementing and localization. So which NeoSilicon was able to do. That's one of the reasons why we selected NeoSilicon to start with. We have done a number of power plants both in Gujarat, Rajasthan and AP also. So we did one 6 megawatts in Aler, Nalgonda. We did one in Shemshawat, 100 kilowatts on rooftop, and then we have done a couple of 1 megawatt plants also, and we are doing number of plants. The key is if you look at the state situation, the power shortage and the penalties associated with it. That means if you have a mandated power to consume X amount of power, you are allowed to consume only 60% of it. Otherwise, your penalties are 5x. So how do we avoid these penalties? Without knowingly, they may be exceeding the capacity, right? These kind of software and smart tools will help manage the company to reduce their penalties and able to manage to use the power as needed basis. The second problem they face is looking at the power of what resources or what sources could be used when they need it. What sources they want to use for the critical aspects of the power. If plant need to operate 24/7 and then they have power all day, then they have solar, they have diesel, and then they have EV. How do we integrate all this together? And how do we manage on a day-by-day basis and on a power holiday basis how they manage, on a day-by-day basis how they manage, and how they supplement between solar and DG or DG, multiple DG sets kind of a thing. This kind of integration will help a lot in improving the power situation and also helping the companies to operate successfully. Right now, a lot of companies are suffering because of the power shortage, and the power, one aspect of it is generating more power. The other aspect of it is reducing or minimizing the wastage of power, which is equivalent or more than generating new power kind of a thing, and that could be done more immediately also. So these kind of smart tools will definitely help the industry and also promote the renewable energy sources to get there.